I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Niners are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Seahawks, who will need to solve that secondary.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
To throw is Beathard. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Play clock winding down. Here's Beathard to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. To throw is Beathard. Caught left side, Garcon. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Back to throw Beathard. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Bannon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. first carry now for Hyde across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Here's Beathard to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And tough starting field position here.
Let's go. 319. No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Play fake here on first down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This is Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An update now from Oakland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They start the drive with Hyde, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll throw here. Beathard. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Now Beathard completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkrisky Tart. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They go again with Rawls. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He finds his running back, Rawls. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the play clock's running down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Niners on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Benjamin's got it. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
All right, here we go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll give to Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Baldwin with it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Play action. It's Garoppolo. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now.
On first down, Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at this. Here we go now. Detroit. Here we go now.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen put 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of... scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he slides to avoid the hit. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here's Beathard to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Beathard. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go now.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Green 39.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He lets it fly for Lockett. The swing pass caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go screen pass to Hyde, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the handoff, this is Procise. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 29. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Right back to Procise. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
All right, here we go.
Halfback sent in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go. Detroit. Blue 90. Detroit. All right, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
They'll throw here. Beathard completes it to Benjamin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw Beathard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Beathard to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Beathard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To throw is Beathard. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. That'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one. No
doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Seahawks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down, pro sides. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, again, they go pro size. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll hand it off to Pro Size and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Marty. Leopard. All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Detroit. Over.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. He'll dump it off to Pro Size. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it. This is Pro Size. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Pro Size with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Beathard airing it deep for Garcon. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Let's go. Green, 39.
gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Hyde trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gold is able to put it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run with precise. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Here's Beathard to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Returnable for Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They start out with a run from Procise. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Over! All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot!
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. It's caught, Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go now. Blue Leopard. Catching that body.
There's Procise. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Garoppolo looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Garoppolo. And he's got Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Set. 3:19.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The penalty on 1st down backs him up 5. It's now 1st down at 15. This is Procise on the carry. Down right around the 25. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.